The Minnesota Vikings have provided all of us a little bit of an update on that front and said that they are not interested, at least that's what Tom Pelissero had to report, that they are not interested in Aaron Rodgers currently. Where they stand currently, the Minnesota Vikings are not interested in Aaron Rodgers. So these things come out, phone calls get made, texts, whatever, any form of communication. I'll drive to a house if I have to. I didn't, but I made some phone calls. Nothing has changed. There's literally no change across any front in the whole Minnesota Vikings have shut the door on Aaron Rodgers, and now everybody starts to believe that the Pittsburgh Steelers window of opportunity is wide open. That this is it. Aaron's now going to make a decision on the Pittsburgh Steelers, the New York Giants, or retirement. We're here. We're on the verge. No. From my understanding, from everything I've been told, this is exactly what it was. The only difference is that the Minnesota Vikings needed to make it public that J.J. McCarthy is their guy where they stand currently. However, things could change. And that is why Tom Pelissero tossed it in his tweet that things can change, because the Vikings wanted it to be known that JJ is their quarterback one today, but he might not be their quarterback one in August. And that is a long ways away. Aaron knew all of this. No new information has come to light. And for anybody sitting around, which it's a lot of the NFL world sitting around saying, this is it. This is the beginning of the end for the Aaron Rodgers saga. I don't think it is. I don't think that Aaron Rodgers is any closer today than he was yesterday to making a decision. And I don't think the Vikings going public with any of this is new information for him at all. I'm sure that the Pat McAfee show texted him. I'm sure that somebody in his inner circle has let him know that these public comments have been made. But I don't think he looks at it and goes, oh, that's new. I think him, his agent, his representatives, all of them across the board fully understood what's going on. And the Steelers are fully aware of what's going on and how things are being handled. Rodgers and the Steelers and the Vikings and the Giants have not changed. We are still sitting here. We are still waiting. Ian Rappaport says it could go till the draft. I'm looking at it as just about April 21st, something like there. The day the veterans get back into the building. That is the day that I say the Pittsburgh Steelers are closing the door on Aaron Rodgers. But they have no leverage to push this any faster than that. None. The only leverage they could have is going to sign a Jameis Winston or a Russell Wilson or a Joe Flacco, a name like that. They could go and wait till the draft, but that doesn't change anything. They have made it abundantly clear that Russell Wilson is not their top priority. They have zero leverage in this situation. They have stood strong throughout it all. They are confident and optimistic that they are going to land Aaron Rodgers. That's been the case the entire time. There has been rumbles and talks and reports and rumors flying all over the place about how Aaron Rodgers wants to go to the Vikings, and maybe there's some consideration there, but the Steelers have stuck around the entire time and just said, we know at the end of the day, we didn't give him the best financial offer, but both sides are well aware that if Aaron Rodgers wants to win football games in 2025, the Pittsburgh Steelers are the team he's going to go to. And the entire NFL, and I have spoken to I can't say the entire NFL, but I have spoken to many throughout the NFL, and these are not just fans or reporters or anything. I mean, I've had anonymous GMs, which weren't anonymous, but I have to say they're anonymous, tell me that the Steelers are expected, that the entire NFL expects Aaron Rodgers to come to the Pittsburgh Steelers. And that hasn't changed one bit. I've also heard that the fact that the Steelers have stood strong and said, we're keeping this level of confidence, we're not changing, we're not, giving you whatever you want in this situation, is working in their favor in negotiations. And that there's almost a respect level to it to understand where things are, much like Cam Hayward presented with us yesterday.